Factsverse presents Famous Septuplets 20 years later. Look what happened to them. When a couple finds out that they're having twins, triplets, even quadruplets, it can be both thrilling and scary. When Kenny and Bobby McCoffey found out that they were having 7 babies, also known as septuplets, they thought it was unimaginable. They were just planning to have one second child to join their daughter. They ended up with the surprise of a lifetime. Bobby had fertility treatments to help her get pregnant. She knew that twins were common when you use fertility treatments, and they were preparing themselves for news of twins just in case. When Bobby went to her doctor to check on her treatments, she was shocked when the doctor told her she was carrying 7. Septuplets are extremely rare, and the couple had to make a difficult decision. That many babies, that was going to put a strain on the already petite Bobby, and they were told that it was a very high-risk pregnancy. They told her early on that they could perform a selective reduction, and that would reduce the number of babies in her womb. Well, by this time, the media had already caught wind of the couple's situation, and many people were giving their opinion about selective reduction, aka abortion. In the end, they decided to not do that. Regardless of the risks, they put the pregnancy in God's hands. Bobby says that her maternal instincts just wouldn't allow her to do that. Bobby says that for every 10 letters they got from supporters, they got one from somebody who accused them of exploiting their babies for selfish reasons. When Bobby and Kenny decided against selective reduction, they wondered how they were going to handle 7 babies. When the pregnancy got national attention, people started sending donations to the family. They received plenty of diapers, and they certainly needed them. Kraft gave them a year's supply of macaroni and cheese. Some offered nanny services. They got a large van, and somebody even donated a 5,000-square-foot house. The generosity of their supporters overcame them. Everything was going smoothly with Bobby's pregnancy until she was 28 weeks along, and it was then she really started to feel strange. She knew that she would not be carrying her babies to term, and on November 19, 1997, at 30 weeks pregnant, her waist was 55 inches. That's twice the normal size this stage for a pregnancy, and it was then that she had to be rushed to the hospital. There were 40 people working in the delivery room that day, and everybody was thrilled to be there. They were going to witness something so rare that most medical professionals will never witness it. The delivery went well, too. The 7 babies were delivered via C-section 6 minutes from one another. All 7 babies were born healthy. They had 4 boys and 3 girls. They already had the names picked out, too, and they chose Kenny Jr., Alexis, Natalie, Kelsey, Nathan Brandon, and Joel. Their weights ranged anywhere from 2 pounds 5 ounces to 3 pounds 4 ounces, and they were all placed in the neonatal unit, and it would be months before they'd be able to go home. It was 3 months and 10 days before the babies could go home. While all the babies survived, Alexis and Nathan were born with cerebral palsy. They faced muscular disorders, which would make it hard for them to walk later in life. Bobby and Kenny, they were just happy they were bringing their babies home. Raising a family of 10 is very expensive. The family managed to keep their food budget down to about $300 per month using very creative couponing. They also grew a lot of their own food. When the babies were very young, they had 35 volunteers to help care for them during their infancy. The family did interviews early on, but when the kids were about 10, they turned down offers from the media. They didn't want to share their lives with strangers. The family chose to open up to certain media outlets regularly, though. They did a yearly interview with Dateline. When the kids turned 13, the family agreed to do a TLC documentary hosted by Ann Curry called America's Septuplets Turn 13. Even though Nathan and Alexis had to struggle with cerebral palsy and had to use walkers, they didn't let it get them down. Alexis often entered beauty pageants for kids with special needs. She chose to embrace her situation. In 2013, she even won the Teen Miss Dream Made True pageant in Carroll, Iowa. Famous septuplets 20 years later. When the babies were born, the families were given free college tuition. Hannibal LaGrange University in Missouri offered free college tuition for them, and the state of Iowa provided free college to any university of their choice. All the kids did go to college except Brandon. He joined the Army right out of high school. Today, Kenny runs his own carpentry business. Brandon is in the Army and engaged. Alexis is pursuing a career in early childhood education. Kelsey and Natalie, they're still in college, and so are Nathan and Joel, who are going to school for computer science. The kids say that they will always be connected. Maybe good things do come in big packages. Subscribe for more.